What up, big time gang? Welcome back to another Tommy Big Time video. This one here is episode number 7 of JD's collection. And this one is unique for sure. This is a rectangle watch. It's not a Lupa. It's not a Tano. It's not a Diablo. It is a S1 Rally. And I'm not really sure what this exact watch is called. But it's 3 time zones. Check it out. Definitely something really, really different. So you got the 2 crowns at the top here, and then you got a crown at the bottom. And this thing is beefy. It comes like on a tire tread type silicone strap. It's got a Z60 in the main dial with like a, it looks like a weave, but it's not a woven dial, but it's like a black weave dial almost is what it looks like. Definitely a cool texture. And then it's got black mother of pearl for the 2 smaller clocks. So we've got a Z60 for the main dial and 2 Japan PC20Ss for the 2 smaller dials with the mother of pearl. So it's totally different, super cool. You know, it's unique in its own right. You know, and I always say, not for me, and this is definitely not for me. But if you want something unique in your collection, this is definitely one to have. So stay tuned. I'm going to switch over to this side of the table, and we'll check this watch out. All right, so here it is, nice and close up. You see that like weave type texture on the dial, and then you've got the black mother of pearl up here at top where the 2 smaller dials are at. So these 2 here are the PC20S. You get 2 of them, and then you've got the Z60 here at the main dial, and you see the date window, the day of the week's up there. And the reason the day of the week is up there and not over here like a typical Z60 is because the crown is at the 6 with the function pushers. So that's why the whole Z60 movement is turned, and the day of the week is up at the 12 o'clock instead of being at the 9 o'clock like it normally is. So if you're looking at that and saying it's not a Z60, well, now you know why. It still is a Z60, but it's turned. Very thick watch. I'm not going to say it's super heavy compared to, like, you know, what I'm wearing is a Tria. It's not that heavy. Black case, black silicone tire tread strap. See the case back. Invicta stainless steel case, triple time chronograph, water resistant, model number 29709. So this is definitely, if you like the unique pieces, this is definitely one for your collection. This is definitely unique. I've never seen one in person. And thanks to JD, there's a lot of those first for me on these 20 that he lent me to do videos on. Now, what I forgot to do in episode 6, and I'm doing now in episode 7, is this is what I have on my wrist right now is a Tria. Now, look how big that thing is compared to this. Significant size difference. The Tria is a monster. But I said I was going to put it next to the 45 millimeter, and I didn't. So there's a 45 millimeter for reference. So you can just see the difference on those two. And so, I mean, if I put the 45 millimeter on top of it, yeah, the Tria is a beast. But this is a 45 millimeter Pro Diver I showed in episode 6. And I wanted to make sure I got that to you guys, because I know everybody was probably like, you know, hey, you never did the comparison. So my fault. I realized it, and episode 7 came through for you guys. But yeah, super dope watch. I mean, you compare it to the Tria on thickness, pretty close. So it's a big beefy watch. They say this is 42 millimeters. Now they're measuring from the 10 to 2 or from the 10 to 4 o'clock. Lug to lug, I'm sure it's way beefier than that. Let's get the calipers out. This is one of those watches I feel like deserves to be measured. All right, so technical difficulties. The calipers were dead. I don't use them that often, so I had to put a new battery in it real quick. But we're back. And let's measure that lug to lug. So lug to lug is 55 millimeters, 55.35. And then the 10 to 4 is 51. And then the width is 42, 41.98. So width wise, it's 42, and that's what they're measuring at. But length, lug to lug, is 55, and 10 to 2 or 10 to 4 is 51 millimeters. So it's a big boy. It's definitely a bigger watch. If you're into the bigger watches, that's definitely something that you might gravitate to as well. Just for me, it's just too different. I don't like it. I couldn't see myself sporting it, but let's get it on the wrist and see what that plays like. There it is on the wrist. And see, I don't even like the way it looks on my wrist either. So you see that tire tread strap. But looking down on it, I don't even like the way it looks. That mother of pearl's banging though. You see that black mother of pearl shining? Definitely unique and different. Just, I feel like it sits too high and it's not wide enough. I just don't like the way it looks on my wrist. It actually tapers to my wrist like perfect though. And I believe this watch has a taper in the case where it kind of wraps around your wrist. It kind of hugs it. Yes, it does, you see. And it actually sits on my wrist really well. So it's good for a wide wrist. I have a very wide wrist and this works. But stay tuned for photos and music by me, TBT. As always, have a great day and God bless.